Hello there fellow modellers, Steve here, and you can see I've got my Sunday hat on because it's nearly Christmas, and a Merry Christmas to all you guys and gals, if there is any, out there in YouTube land. Tonight's video is the completion, well, a review of my completion for the Battle of Britain group build that was hosted by Charles Scale Modelling and UK Scale Modeller. Hi there Ian, Charlie. Finally finished it. Updates on my various builds that I've got going, and also an update on how far me Dakota's going for me group build. So we'll start off first with the completion of my group build for the Battle of Britain, which was the ME 110 that I did. And there it is, all finished. Now this was a great model to build. It's one of the new tool Airfix ones. No problem with the fit at all. A bit of filler on the wing roots there, but just a tiny bit. Nothing really to write home about, and that was it. Went together perfect. The panel lines are really, some people might say they're too deep, but I think they're alright anyway. Now I've tried something new with this. I've had problems in the past, well all the time really, with the decals and silvering. But I got some advice off a few of the lads at my Modellers Club, says to get a gloss coat on first, which I have been putting matte on, but it's been no good. So I got some gloss varnish when it was all done, sprayed that on, and then I put the markings on. And they went on fantastic. There's no silvering at all, even though some of the little there's a few little bubbles on some of the black crosses, but it's not very noticeable. But otherwise they went on fine, and then I've sprayed it with a matte varnish, and it's just turned out perfect. Really good. I'm really pleased with it. And I've painted the pilot and the gunner. You can't really see them, but I painted them anyway. And there's a shark's mouth on the front. I'll give you a look at the bottom. Now put a dirt wash on, so it makes it look a bit dirty. And there's the bottom of the shark mouths, and that went on alright once the gloss coat had blended with it, and then the matte coat afterwards, and it turned out fine. So thanks Ian and Charlie for holding a great group build to commemorate a great event in our history. And I'm sorry that I didn't get it finished on the day, which was the 10th of October I think. But I don't think you've got yours done yet, so there's time anyway. Now I made one of these years ago. It was an old frog one, but this is far better. So that's me completion for that, which is me Battle of Britain group build. I'll put that on one side. Now this is for Frankie Day's Cold War group build, which ends on the 31st of December. And it's the MiG-29 Fulcrum. But this is the markings of the Yugoslav Air Force. Now there's only one problem with this. This is it's an artillery, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's an artillery kit. The seat, or the cockpit pod that goes in, it's a very what's the word, delicate. So if you press on it, it just drops. So I've sealed it with super glue, and it seems to be okay. And there's a lot of bit of detail on the control column there, and the head-up display. And I've also painted some seat belts on. Where are they? Yes, there they are. Obviously that's to come off because I haven't varnished it yet. And I've just got a bit of touching up to do. just round there, and I painted the nose, which is it looks like, well, it's a different colour, but there's not very much difference between the nose and the dark camouflage. I'll give you a look underneath, and there's the 3 pylons on each wing for the missiles, which are over here. Now, I've had a bit of a problem with this. I was using the grey undercoat, but I thought, I'll get some out of the pound shop. Now, I used it on that, but it's been okay. But because this is white, the missiles are all white, it shows through, so I'm going to have to get some more light grey primer, spray it over again, and then spray it white, and hopefully this should work out alright. If you look, they're not completely white. It just has, I'll learn, I mean, it's an okay product for undercoats because it's only £1, and I can't fault it with things like that if you're doing, but with white paint it's just hopeless. And also I'll not be using it on me Dakota because the top of it has got a white, the top of the fuselage is white, so I'll have to get some grey paint. Light grey paint. The dark grey is just no good. Anyway, you learn things, don't you? So that's that for Frankie Day's group build, which ends on New Year's Eve. But I should have that done. I'm hoping to get it done for next Monday so I can take it to my model club. But this has been it's an alright build. And obviously it's put on with me airbrush because I'm really getting used to that now. So that's me MiG-29 for Frankie Day's group build. Now what I'm doing for me entry for Russell Gosling's Hi There Russellie's Waterloo community group build is a sharp character. And there it's there. Now while I was looking at Russell's update, there was another guy on, I can't remember his name now. He was doing a character from Sharp, but he was moulding it with the Daz putty, and it was another character that appeared. I think he was in a couple of episodes of the Sharp series. Captain William Fredrickson, known as Sweet William, known as the Ugly Bastard, because he had no teeth, he had an eye patch, and he had a wig on which was made from horsehair. And obviously you see him in certain parts of, I can't remember what episodes it was, but when he goes in a battle he takes the whole lot off, and he looks an ugly person. But that, and I haven't seen the final reveal of it because he actually did it. Because when I seen him, I put a message that I was doing a character based on Sharp himself, and he said, "Oh, that's really cool," and he put on a link that Sweet William is actually finished, but I haven't had a look of it yet. Now the diorama, I'm going to do a little diorama here with it. I'm going to build like a brick wall here somewhere, put a bit more grass on, a bit of a brick wall here with some bushes, and I'm going to try and find, I mean it ends this year, I've got about 3 weeks left, a 95th Rifles flag, like the banner, the colours, that's it, the colours, that has the bugle horn on. I'm going to try and find that because that would be good. I mean, he's got his arm there, I haven't glued his other arm on yet. He'll have his rifle in that arm, and obviously the sword in its scabbard will be down there. But his other hand, I'm going to try and get as though he's carrying the colours, which will be a bit of a, but that's if I can find it. But that's how it's got so far, and I've done his face. See if I can show his face. It's an experiment about how to do faces. I don't know whether you can see that. But I put his hat on and I looked round the back. I haven't painted his hair on, so I'll have to mix some white with a few other colours to try and get the light blondish hair that Sharp has with his sideburns. So that's that coming along fine. I should get that done. Oh well, I'll have that finished by the end of the year. He's fell on the floor now. Another one that I'm doing, which is this one. This is the Airfix 172nd scale Douglas Devastator. Now I've got all the men in. As you can see, Panzerman Bunga, Bill. Hi there, Bill. He always does men. He doesn't like a nude cockpit. So I've put the men in. He's got the pilot, the gunner, and the radio operator, torpedo man. Now the glass canopy is one of the greenhouse canopies and it's just full of framework, and at the moment I'm blocking the windows off, but that's going to take a bit of time because it's horrendous for the glass greenhouse canopy, but that's coming along fine. I'm going to do it with the wings folded on the carrier deck. Right, what else? Me Thunder Chief, the third. Oh, pardon. And it's got the overall camouflage, or the prominent colour was the light brown, but it's got a mix. It's the standard Vietnam era camouflage. It's got a dark green in and another lightish green. Now I had to do this twice because this had the undercoat was dark grey, and because it's a bit lightish brown I had to do 2 coats of it to cover it. But it's coming along fine, and the missiles on there are for the MiG-29 and the F-105. But that's coming along fine. I'm pleased with how that's going. What else? Me Dakota group build. I put some of these photos on Facebook, but the wings weren't glued on then. As you can see, I'll have to push it a bit further. This is a big one. It's 1/48 scale, and the wings are glued on. As you can see when I pick it up, it's a bit heavy as well. This will be in a prominent place when it's eventually finished. Now this group build is supposed to end on this Thursday, which is the 17th of December, which is the 80th anniversary of the DC-3's maiden flight. But I'm not going to get this finished. There's only one lad who's nearly finished his, and that's Warren Blanche. Hi there, Warren. Fantastic job. He's did an RAF Mark III or Mark IV with the D-Day invasion stripes on, and it looks fantastic. And he's did the chipping effect with a hairsprayer, and that looks fantastic. And he's just finishing. He's just got a few bits and bobs to finish off, and that'll be his last model for the year. So I'm gonna extend this group build to the end of the year, so I can manage to get this finished. And I know there's, get me run down. Right, who we got? We've got me, obviously, with the 1/48 scale Revel in Ruskin Air Services livery, which is a fictional Dakota from a television series. We've got Warren Blanche, who's doing the 172nd scale Italeri. Now he's got everything nearly done. He's just got the undercarriage and a few bits and bobs to put on and a bit of weathering. He's got the markings on, invasion stripes on, everything. And he's got the canopy to put on as well, and that'll be done. Now I've heard no update from Dave Pugh, who's doing a US Navy R4D 172nd scale Italeri. I've left somebody off. I've heard no update from Frankie Day. Now he's just put up an update for his USS Arizona and he's finished it. Now I'm going to watch that tonight. And he's doing the old Airfix 1/72nd scale. He might probably start it when I put this up. When he hears that it's, and there's a bit that I've missed off that I haven't filed away. When he hears that it's extended till the end of the year, he might have time to finish it. And Making Models 81, Sean, I haven't heard his update since the 29th of October. He's doing the 1/72nd skin Revel in the Lufthansa livery. And there's another lad, Wayne Ridges. Hi there, Wayne. He's doing I think it's the Italeri in the Luftwaffe livery. Now I haven't heard, he's on the back. He last put up an update 3 weeks ago. And I haven't heard anything from him since. And also there's another lad doing one, Duncan Ling. But I can't find him on me messages, on me subscriptions. I know I'd subscribed to him. I'll have to go through it again. So that's me update for that. And just as a bit of a sideline, Model Art 633. Hi there, Michael. One of the kits that he got from, it was Airfix's Black Friday sale, was the RMS Mauritania. And he's what's the word? He's replied. He's replied to the model that I did of the Mauritania, which was early this year, for a speed group build, fantastic group build, because he's doing one, and he's did a review of it. Now I got watching 10 minutes of it last night, but I'll watch the rest of it tonight. So good luck with that, because it's a beautiful ship to make. I forget, he's doing the same livery as me, the Cunard livery. I'll just give you a quick, because I've got a pride of place here now. There, it's there. RMS Mauritania 1907 to 1934. This held the blue ribbon for 22 years for the fastest crossing of the Atlantic. Beautiful looking ship. And as I've said in my video, it had a local connection because it was built about 2 miles down the road from where I live by Swan Hunters on the Tyne. Anyway, that's enough waffling from me. I haven't started your Spanish Civil War group build yet, Mike. I'll probably do that at the end of the year, or the beginning of next year. Now I might do a review on Christmas Day of how far I've got with me Dakota group build. I might have it finished then, I'm not sure. And I'm going to review some of the kits that I'm going to be making next year. Because I've got, well, I know where they are, the ones that I want to make. I know I want to try and make a tank next year, a 135 scale. Because I haven't done one of them for absolutely years. And I'm going to make a ship next year as well. But I'll announce that possibly on Christmas Day or maybe Boxing Day, I don't know. Depends how I've got the time. Because I'll be busy on Christmas Day, obviously. But that's my update on Dakotas and whatnot. And also, I think sometime between now and the end of the year, I might do a video of the map room, which is what I call the model room. Just I've got to tidy up a bit because it's a bit messy at the moment. As you can see, there's stuff everywhere, especially down there. That is a tip that I'll have to tidy all that up. And I might do a run through of what my map room is actually like, because there's a lot of people have did there what their model rooms is like, and I always think I'll have to do one, but I might get that sorted out before the end of the year. So that's mine done, my update done for tonight. So, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of yous out there. And I'll see yous on the next video. Bye now.